Serious question, can a T-Rex eat, like, a whole cow? You bet Jurassic can. Bet Jurassic. Welcome to Movies and Boozies. This is the show where we talk about movies and we make boozies. Not to be confused with movies and boobies. That's a totally different show. And that's on my OnlyFans. Is that still a thing? My name is Zachary. Hold on to your butts, Kieslich, and we will be discussing one of my favorite movies, the hit motion picture Jurassic Park. When I was 15 years old, I rented this movie for a book report, because that's how I do book reports. And I guess I never gave it back, and now they're bankrupt because of me. So this is an artifact. This is like the dinosaur bones that Dr. Grant found. So be careful with that. So the cocktail we'll be making is something kind of tropical. This was mainly filmed in Hawaii, and it's an island, so something fruity and something fun. What I love about this movie is that it takes kind of different elements from three of Spielberg's best movies. It takes the horror aspect of Jaws, the rugged, sarcastic leading man from Indiana Jones, and he had a cool hat. And then it takes the kids, the fun kids from E.T. Put them all together, you get Jurassic Park, sort of. Jaws was a scary movie. I didn't want to go to the beach after I watched it. I still don't want to go to the beach, but that's a personal preference. So we're going to use the rest of my rum. We'll do a little bit of vodka too. Even at the beginning of the movie, when they got the raptor in the cage, you don't even see the raptor, but just hearing the noises and then him grabbing that guy, you knew it was scary. And so kind of did the same thing with Jaws, and you moved that, and I think much better because of technology and just there was a bigger scope with Jurassic Park. Now, as a kid, me and my brothers loved Dr. Grant because he was just another like a rugged, cool guy. You know, even the way he talks sometimes sounded like Harrison Ford, kind of Indiana Jones type of guy, and so he was really cool. So we're gonna pineapple, orange juice. How cool was Jeff Goldblum? So cool. He made being a nerd sexy. He was a mathematician, and I hate math, but in that moment I was like, I want to be a mathematician. I probably said math magician because I was young. I want to be a math magician. And he was a rebel. I like Hammond says, I brought scientists, you brought a rock star, and he told the lawyer. I also want to do this. Newman from Seinfeld, he was in there being all just a terrible person, and then he died from that thing. Hold on to your butts is one of my favorite lines. I like to use it for random things. Samuel L. Jackson's not in it entirely a lot, but he says he says that's so great. Must go faster, which is random. It's kind of a weird thing to say. It just sounds very, I don't know, like must go faster, like dramatic, like Charlton Heston kind of dramatic. But that line was also used in Independence Day because of this movie, and so that's great. I mean, this movie kind of is the benchmark for dinosaurs. When you think of a dinosaur, you think of Jurassic Park. And this movie was the start of all that. As much as it's like an action adventure movie, it's a horror movie. And I feel like Spielberg could have done a really good, and he might have, and I missed it, but he could have done a really good straight up just horror movie for the horror movie genre, because I think he hit the right beats. John Williams, great score. It's a score that you can just hear the Jurassic Park theme song, and I get chills. I get chills, and I go back in time. What I also liked about this movie is kind of, not sciencey, so they try to science it up. I know people have disproved a lot of the science, but how they got the dinosaur DNA, and I tried to recreate it with a pineapple ice ball and a cherry in the middle. Don't know how that would be, but this is like the amber, the amber sap that they found. So it's a chunk of amber. My wife's name Amber. I get a chunk of her. No. And then the cherry is the mosquito. And then you extract it. So we're gonna put that as the ice in there. And I don't want the ice cubes that I have in here. So I'm just gonna do this. All right, I think that's good. Don't you? But yeah, great movie. We'll see. I give the movie 4.5 of these things, that dinosaur. And I give this great. So, when your plans aren't following through and it seems like, you know, your life is a mess, just remember the great words of Jeff Goldblum. Life finds a way.